Stick it down towards the bottom. That tip. You got it? Okay. There you go. Now back up.
Good job, Cameron.
Good job, boy.
What he did was he took a dry branch, put a little diesel, Papa lit it, and then he walked around that burn and he lit the ends. Great job, Cameron. Happy Sunday morning, y'all. It's Lippy and, well, Mr. Buddy's back there burning. But we are at potato planting day. Y'all, not like last year. What month was that? April? And I found them dollar bags that was smooshed. Y'all, that was $4 waste. But I don't know if you can see, because I know you can see some colors through here, but I'm gonna bring the camera in. But we're gonna be planting 3 different varieties. Now, we got these from our local co-op, probably about a month ago. And last Tuesday, I actually cut them, and I'll show you up close, to cure, because I knew today, February the 12th, was my sweet spot to plant, going on the waning of the moon. So this was my window. Guys, I got these for 69 cents a pound. I'm not kidding you. You just can't beat your local farmers, your local feed stores. But we're gonna go with the small Yukons, the large Yukons, and Mr. Buddy's favorite is the Pontiac Reds. They're a small red potato. So I've admitted my beds. I'm gonna bring you close and I'm gonna show you what we're working on. Now I'm gonna stand to the side of the camera. Can y'all see this? It's old. A good friend of mine, a neighbor, was from Seoul, Korea. Sweetest lady you'd ever meet. She gifted me this many years ago. And this has been my trowel, my digger. Now, it's sharp when Buddy sharpens it. But guys, I don't know what it's called, except it's my best friend. Okay, what you're gonna see is mainly my hand, because it'll make it easier. And this row here that you see, or the rows, should I say, that you see nothing. Those are 4 to 5 inches deep, some may be 6. So my range is 4 to 6 inches deep. That is where my potatoes will go. But in between each row, as you can see, I have side dressed. This is triple 10, 10, 10, 10. But this is how Lippy side dress. Now, some people will amend the whole soil. I've only got my fertilizer about 2 inches down. Some maybe 3, but no more than 3, because I don't want direct contact. But as I water, it will release. And by going in between, the potatoes will get both sides fertilized of the row. Okay, I grabbed 5. Let me see where y'all are at in the camera. Now, I don't worry about eyes up, eyes down. I just chunk, and I'm gonna go about 12 inches. And I am eyeballing, guys. And that's how Lippy does it. Look at those eggs Cameron got. Don't drop them. Okay. Whoa. Can you make it to the porch with them? Okay.
I'll put them in my pocket.
Well, don't bend down if you put them in your pocket. You know what's going to happen if you do that?
Crush.
You'll have scrambled eggs in your pocket. Yeah. Do I need to stop the camera and help you? Okay. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, we got the eggs safe and sound. I came back and I top dressed, and now it's a sit and wait. I've got that bed and those 2 to go. Okay, 24 feet is planted with potatoes. I really didn't want to use this shaded spot, but I'm noticing the sun is coming more and more, so I think we'll be okay. But I ran out of room and I really didn't want to use the other boxes. I want to try to keep all my potatoes together. So we're going to see how the shaded area does. I think it's going to do fine. But there's 24 feet. And that is going to be our 2023 potatoes. Okay, my friends. Can you see? Let me zoom in. Can you see that? Yes, that is from the tractor hauling the dirt to the garden. Now this is a better angle, but why it's still muddy and very wet, we don't want it to dry. We're gonna actually start rolling it down. And we borrowed this from our neighbors. Y'all, my golf cart, Mudden Mable, that thing has been a blessing to me for five plus years, I guess. But I want you to see what we have to work with. We don't have a tractor. That's in the plans. But for now, you work with what you got and you appreciate that you're able to use somebody's homemade equipment to get the job done. We can't thank Mr. Jim enough. Okay, Buddy grabbed a board. He's gonna make a scraper to keep the mud off the roller. Now, when y'all see this roller, I'll explain to you now what it is. It's an old propane tank filled with water, and it's got two small axles welded to it. But it doesn't have a scraper, so Buddy's gonna make a scraper for it. That way it cleans the mud off. And we're just gonna do a couple of passes, let it dry some, maybe come back again this evening, and we're gonna have to do this every day to get it flat again. If not, we in trouble if we let it dry like this. And that board's working good. Let me tell y'all, it's getting mighty warm, and we just hit, I don't know, 11? Something like that. It's getting mighty warm. It might be too warm for a cup of coffee, but I got to go in and start Sunday lunch. But throughout this, we showed some clips of what we're working with. And guys, let me tell you, we have a lot to be thankful for. Rebuilding our lives back, you know, since COVID, as it destroyed many lives. But it didn't take us down. It just put us on our knees. But maybe we need to be on our knees. But as you saw me plant the potatoes, I really didn't want to use the shaded spots, but sun is coming in, so I think we're going to be okay. But let me just say, you can watch my video, Deep South, Hollis and Nancy, you name it. There's a genre. And what you have to do is you have to find what's best for you. My way of how I make the trowel and side dress for my feeding may not work for you. You know, you may not want to use a fertilizer like a 1010 or a 13. I choose to use that at the start, and we're comfortable with that. But you can take from this one, me, and whoever, and the bottom line is you have to garden the way you understand it. It's just that simple. My method of garden works for me. It's what I interpret. It's how I understand it. And I move from there. If I tried to plant identical as someone else, but I didn't quite understand the reasoning, I just followed the video, I could find myself in a bind. And I don't want you guys to do that. Trust me. I've done that. When I was introduced to YouTube, I was like, oh, maybe that's going to be better than my old-fashioned way. Well, some was, most not. So I went back to my understanding, my interpretation, my comfort zone. And that's what we all have to do. But yet continues to share in the chat, share in the comments, because what you may say, one person may interpret and totally get it and not get what I'm saying. So you see, that's where we are blessed to have this platform called social media. We can just share amongst each other, and I promise you, there's going to be 2 or 3 that's going to totally get what you're saying. See, it's just that simple. So we shall see what happens with the potatoes. I had to get them in today. This was my last window till the 17th or the 18th. I'd have to look at the calendar. But today was the day. Now I do have tarps because the dirt is wet from all of that rain. So the next rain is coming in, I believe, on the 15th, possible storms. But we're gonna go ahead and run a tarp. And I'm gonna put some of those bricks that we've been digging up since last year. Lord, I could build a house with them. And we're just gonna set the bricks on because I really don't want that soil any more damp. I did try to scrape the top layer off and amend with a little bit more drier soil because I don't want my potatoes to rot either. So if I can just keep them dry for a good 7 to 10 days, I'll be in business. But in 2 weeks, I will move up to triple 13. Potatoes are high nitrogen feeders. And then after that, then I will start bringing in some phosphorus and some potash. But my main concern is the nitrogen right now, even balance. So today was triple 10. In 2 weeks, we'll do triple 13. In 2 weeks, I'm probably going to give them a little bitty drink of liquid Miracle Grow. I'm just being honest. Then I have my rabbit poo that we're going to blend down, make into tea, or it's just liquid poop is all it is. But I know that the proper term is tea. It's just liquid rabbit poop. So you see what I'm saying about the genre? You know, I don't make things complicated. And then we're going to start introducing some more 463 on the NPK. And then towards the last 3-4 weeks before harvest. So we're looking at a good 80 to 100 days. So the last 3-4 weeks before harvest, I'm shutting the feed down, completely down. I won't feed the potatoes anything else. That's just what works for me. So let me get this video edited after I get supper go. I'm not supper, Sunday lunch. And the guys are steadily working. Cameron's steadily riding Mudden Mable, mashing that mud down. It's gonna help so when it dries, it doesn't dry with all them clunks of dirt, you know? So I'm kind of enjoying the sunshine though, to be honest, but I got to go cook. So as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And I will see y'all on the next one.